Meet Kanye West's new bride. 6 things to know about Bianca Sensory. As we reported, Kanye West recently married Bianca Sensory, less than 2 months after finalizing her divorce from Kim Kardashian. The couple apparently didn't file a marriage license to legalize their nuptials, but they did wear their wedding rings at the Waldorf Astoria in Beverly Hills this week. While Ye and Bianca's union isn't legally binding, as far as we know, they don't seem afraid to introduce themselves as a couple. But who is the new woman in the now 45-year-old rapper's life? It's a bit of a mystery to fans, especially since it looks like she deactivated her social media account. Don't worry, though, we've rounded up 6 Bianca facts for everyone to know about Kanye's new wife. THCH, check it out below. Bianca is from Melbourne, Australia, but currently lives in Los Angeles. Speaking to Vogue in June 2022, she said she split her time between the two cities. The pandemic is the first time in a long time that many Australian creatives have been moved back to the same place. Melbourne is a melting pot of global creativity. People are starting to push boundaries and collaborate in a way I've never experienced before. Could we see more Ye in Australia in the future? When Bianca was interviewed in February 2016 for ID in a post about design students. The post indicates that she was 21 at the time. So if our calculations here are correct, she appears to be around 28 years old, which would make Kanye about 17 years older than her. That's a bit below the old measure of half her age plus 7 years, but not as blatant as some people in Hollywood. After graduating from high school, Bianca started a business called Jewelry Nylons in August 2013, the company continued its racing upon graduation. However, the brand appears to be closed in July 2017. I started doing nylons right after high school, told ID of her now defunct business. I started playing with nets, then put crystals on the side. In the net and made very simple thin necklaces. I started selling it and from there it just kept growing. When I first started doing architecture, I always wanted a creative outlet, so I continued making jewelry as a side business and it became a business. Before starting her career, she studied architecture at the University of Melbourne. I told Hypebist in 2021. As a child, I was often drawn to creative activities, especially art. I've always wanted to be a sculptor, and for me, architecture is a combination of art and pragmatism. It is the most luxurious artistic gesture we can create on earth. I was completely drawn to it as a change of artistic scope. As a child, I spent a lot of time with my aunt, who regularly introduced me to art, cinema, and architecture. It really fueled my love for design and instilled in me an eye for beauty that I could cultivate as an adult. Bianca earned her bachelor's degree in 2017 and then completed her master's degree in 2020. According to her LinkedIn page, she was also a design consultant and student architect at DP Toscano Architects from July 2017 to June 2020 before starting her career. Although it is not clear when Bianca and Kanye first became a couple, they have been classmates for several years. According to her LinkedIn page, she has been working as an architectural designer for the artist's fashion agency Stronger Yeezy since November 2020. She was also seen at many of the brand's events, including Balenciaga's shows in May. It would be embarrassing if she was one of Yeezy's employees. Before the two got married, Kanye released a new song in December called Sensory Overload, which featured his wife's last name. Although the tracks don't have lines about Bianca, they do contain wedding-related lyrics. Apparently, this seems to be the clue to the musician's surprise wedding. Wild.